Disney Pixar couldn't make a bad movie if they tried. Not only are their flicks beautiful to watch, but from Finding Nemo to Inside Out, Pixar movies always touch your soul and squeeze out every last tear in your tear ducts. For that reason, fans have come up with a ton of theories that could explain some of the more spectacular aspects of your fave movies. Here are all the most convincing Pixar fan theories. 1. Boo from Monsters, Inc. is the witch from Brave. This one treads some sci-fi turf, but bear with me. The witch from Brave magically disappears when she goes through doorways, something the scarers from Monsters, Inc. can do too. Is it possible Boo learned a trick or two from her bestie Sully? I know. Brave takes place hundreds of years before Monsters, Inc., so how could this even be possible? Well, if Boo can teleport through doors, it's possible she can also move through time a bit. Before you dismiss this theory, check out the carvings in the witch's workshop. There's one of Sully there, even though he won't exist for a few more centuries. 2. Emily from Toy Story 2 is actually Andy's mom. You may remember Jesse's owner, Emily, from Toy Story 2, and probably bawled when she savagely dumped Jesse in the donation bin. But is it possible she grew up to be Andy's mom? When Andy is playing with Woody in the original Toy Story, he's actually wearing a Jesse hat, not a Woody hat. Did he inherit it from his mom? 3. Carl dies at the beginning of Up. The first few minutes of Up are a heartbreaking dose of reality. I need a box of tissues just thinking about it. So it's weird that the rest of the movie is filled with magical elements like flying houses and talking dogs. One possible explanation? Carl actually passed away the night before he was going to be taken to Shady Oaks, and the movie follows his journey into the afterlife. 4. In The Incredibles, Violet and Dash were once super newborns. The family doesn't realize Jack has powers until, spoiler alert, he turns into a tiny human fireball at the end. But if the family assumed he was normal, that means the other kids must have had their powers evident at birth. And how crazy would it be to see a newborn baby with super speed or the power of invisibility? 5. Nemo didn't survive the attack that killed his mother and siblings. Finding Nemo's opening scene is arguably one of the saddest Disney scenes of all time. Marlin's wife, Coral, and all of their eggs are attacked by a ferocious fish, leaving Nemo and Marlin as the only survivors. If you thought that was sad, this theory will absolutely break your heart. Some fans believe that Nemo never survived the attack, and the movie is just an allegory of Marlin dealing with the stages of grief. The evidence? Let's start with the fact that in Latin, Nemo means nothing, hinting to Nemo being nothing more than a figment of Marlin's imagination. Secondly, the 5 stages of grief are easily mapped out in the movie. 6. Inside Out's Bing Bong is actually a monster from Monsters, Inc. Remember when Bing Bong sacrifices himself so that Joy can save Riley? Well, what if that gut-wrenching moment was actually a tragedy? Many fans theorize that Bing Bong is actually a monster from the Monsters, Inc. world who used to visit Riley when she was younger, much like Sully visited Boo. If this is true, that means just the memory of Bing Bong died, and not Bing Bong himself. Make sure to check out our YouTube channel for more crazy plot holes and mind-blowing fan theories.